Hi, I'm John and welcome to the channel's December update, and I want to update you on the LCC sketches. I've now added a number of more sketches to the GitHub repository, and if we go into the examples, you'll now notice we've got two different folders, one for the CAN bus series and one for the no CAN, so standalone items. So if we take a look within the CAN repository, you'll see we've got the original sketch, 2 servo, 8 inputs or outputs. I've added a version of it with 2 servos and 10 outputs or inputs, 4 servos, 8 inputs and outputs, 6 servos, 6 inputs or outputs, and AVR Nano 13 inputs or outputs. Now if we go to the NoCam folder, I've added 9 sketches here. So we started off with the first one, which was 2 servo, 8 input and outputs, and I've also now made this available with 2 servos and 15 inputs and outputs. We've got a 4 servo with 13 inputs and outputs, 4 servos with the 8 inputs and outputs, 6 servos with 11 inputs and outputs, 6 servos with 6 inputs and outputs, an 8 servo with 9 inputs and outputs, and then the Arduino AVR 13 inputs or outputs, and finally a nano version of 17 inputs and outputs. Now these will offer us quite a selection that you can do. Now if you go with the no CAN ones, you don't have to do any programming whatsoever. You'll just need to download this repository, so within the codes. If you go to here, click here and download the zip and then save this here. Obviously you'll see it's called my Arduino LCC journey. Now it's saying here it's going to create a number 1 because I've already downloaded this. So if we do it anyway, and then that's done, and then if we go to here, open it up, you'll need to extract this. So obviously I'm on a Windows machine, extract all, click yes. Okay, it's now open up in this one. So if you go into here, you'll see here we've got the examples, no CAN. If you pick whichever one of these you want, it'll then open up within the Arduino IDE. Now you will need to also have had the original OpenLCB underscore single thread library installed, which I've shown you in previous videos, and then this is all you need to do. Obviously select your board. So in my case these are all set up for the Arduino Nano, so if you type in here Nano, select this. Now it's already picked up that I've got an Arduino Nano on the serial port on COM port 3. The only other thing you will have to then do is go to here and make sure you select, here you can see it's picked up the 18 mega 382, the 18 mega 328p. In my case on this machine at the moment I'm using an old bootloader, and then you would simply upload it to the Arduino Nano. Now it will come up with a warning once it's done the compiling. It will take a little while to compile the first time you do it. So here it's telling you the Pragma is a direct serial, and here you can see it's now uploading. This will take a little bit longer than on a newer Nano. The old bootloader does take a little bit longer. Then if we go into the JMLI Panel Pro, and this will just take a second to load. You'll see up here I've got it on the LCC using CAN via Grid Connect on COM port 3. And then if we go to LCC, configure nodes, you'll see here is the node. Open. And then here you'll see we've got the option for the speed, for the servo movement, the 4 servos. You can choose the positions. You get 3 positions. Now, obviously, we haven't called these closed and open because it will depend which way round you put the servo on your board. If you're going to be throwing turnouts, or if it's a bit of animation, obviously, we're not going to rename these. But we start off with them all set at 90, as I've said in the previous videos. Then down here you can see we've got basically 13 inputs and outputs. So the reason I've done this and really pushed it forward is I'm aware a lot of older people are scared to have a go at getting into the Arduino because they see the programming side using C or C++ as an issue. So hopefully this gives you the inclination to, and for the cost of buying an Arduino Nano and a Shield, you can quickly create a number of excellent examples. Now, to be able to use the Arduino Nano and control turnout on your layout and not have to worry about setting up the program and just doing it within JMRI, I think this is going to maybe encourage people to have a go. Now, I will start in the next month, start looking again at the CAN side of it, but I'm also going to be trying an ESP32 and Wi-Fi because I've just ordered some units which are coming through quite cheaply, so that'll give me another thing to have a look at. Anyway, thank you again, and again I appreciate when people do actually take the time to either like or dislike the videos. This all helps with the YouTube algorithm and shows me that people are getting involved, and hopefully more people will give this a go and let us know how you get on.